he scored those baskets that mattered the most. You ready for this? Give me a second now. Let's go back to Game 4 when LeBron disappeared down the stretch from the 10-minute mark to the 2-minute mark. Remember that one? Kyrie did score 34 in that game. At least he had the guts to go ahead and shoot it down the stretch. He wasn't great, but he did make 3 shots down the stretch that at least kept them afloat in that game. Then let's go to Game 5. They both go for 41 in that game, obviously at Golden State. Kyrie had 12 in the fourth quarter to hold off Golden State at home. Let's go to Game 6. When did he score his points? Who set the tone in Game 6 right out of the box?
Both of them.
No. Kyrie scored 20 in the first half. Nobody made any big deal of that. 20 points, outscored LeBron in the first half, and LeBron followed Kyrie's lead in Game 6, and obviously they're up 16 at half and won by 14. Game 7, haven't heard a word about this yet, but Kyrie Irving, with Golden State up 7 at halftime, Kyrie Irving scored 17 in the second half. I haven't heard a word about that. And let's get to that crucial point down the stretch from 4:29 left in the game down to the 53-second mark. Do you realize each team shot 6 times and missed all 6 shots? Again, that game was begging for Golden State, or more importantly, Steph Curry, to win that game. But each team went 0 for 6 with the score stuck on 89 to 89. LeBron James went 0 for 4 in that stretch. And you nailed it. You just summed it up for me. Kyrie Irving hit the shot heard round the world. With 53 seconds left, he shoots or launches a step back, fall away, deep 3 right in the face of Steph Curry that wins the first championship for Cleveland, Ohio in 52 years. I'm shocked because if his teammate were not LeBron James, we would be going crazy about that shot. But now, yeah, and you made a big point about it, but I don't hear most people make a point because LeBron was the runaway MVP. That was the shot. And this is just me, and I can give you song and verse and chapter and verse of LeBron's history. That's not been his history to make shots like that. I have my doubts LeBron could have made that kind of shot under that kind of circumstance. You tell me all the time, Kyrie is the closer for this team. He closed that deal with an all-time great Game 7 late fourth quarter shot to win an NBA championship. And I feel sorry for him because he's not getting enough credit for it. And my final point to drive home my conclusion that he slightly deserves MVP, I don't think he's getting nearly enough credit for the defensive job he routinely kept doing on Steph Curry. He's the one chasing Steph on the perimeter. He was all over Steph, night after night after night. I would just sit back and marvel at how hard Kyrie played defense on the perimeter on Steph Curry. I think Kyrie took Steph out of his game, many plays in that 7-game series. So in the end, on value, when did you make the shots? When did you score your points? What were your contributions in fourth quarters? I would have given it to Kyrie, and I tweeted that immediately at the end of the game because that was a shot for the ages that he made.
You know, Skip Bayless, I'm an idiot. Because I'm an idiot. Because somehow, some way, I worked with you every day for the last 3 years, and there are times where I'm still amazed. I'm still amazed by the stuff that comes out of your mouth. I don't understand why I did not see this coming. I do not understand why I did not see this coming. I should have looked at your tweets. Maybe I would have known better, but I don't read your tweets, so I didn't know any better. I didn't know. Listen, zip it. I'm talking. I let you talk. You're unbelievable. Let me tell you something, Skip Bayless. Kyrie was sensational. I get that. It's not that you're wrong with the points you're making. It's just that your conclusion is wrong because you believe that equals league NBA Finals MVP over a superstar with all the expectations of the world heaped on his shoulders who led the team, who led both teams in the finals in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and block shots. You are unbelievable. Back-to-back 41-point games. In fact, I told y'all, did I not just tell you I have to let you talk? Did I not just tell you that? Zip it. I'm talking, okay? Back-to-back 41-point games in games 5 and 6. A triple-double in game 7. By the way, not only that, momentum swinging things. Kyrie Irving didn't show up for the first 2 games of the finals.
Neither did
Now,
LeBron.
game 3 and on, he was spectacular. First 2 games, he shot 33% from the field. He missed 24 36 shots. He was a virtual no-show. But he came on strong in those last 5 games, got hurt a little bit with his foot, really left it up to LeBron to carry the bucket in the second half of game 6. We get all of that. But under no circumstances, and the big shot that he made, he definitely deserves credit for. It was an elevated version of Paxson or Kerr because they didn't get fed the ball by LeBron. He stepped back on Steph Curry himself and did what he did. But this notion, he deserves some credit in terms of defending Steph Curry. Skip Bayless, I would say to you, did you forget about this dude by the name of Tristan Thompson, who was chasing Steph Curry around wing to wing all series long? You forget about Tristan Thompson?
Yes.
You think that Kyrie Irving at 6'2", okay, did that to Steph Curry all by himself? So what about the switching that took place? What about the fact that hold it. What about the fact that Amon Shumpert was on Steph, that Kyrie was on Steph, that Tristan Thompson, he wasn't just switching on Steph, he literally was chasing Steph Curry one wing to the other wing. Okay? Occasionally?
Yeah.
Go back and watch the tape. Go back and watch the tape. I'm not going to argue with you about that. The point is, when you look at LeBron and all that he did throughout this series, there is no question that the man deserved it, not taking away anything from Kyrie Irving, because we all recognize that LeBron lost the finals last year without Kyrie, and he won it this year with Kyrie. But there is no doubt that LeBron James deserved NBA Finals MVP for a 3rd time. The man showed up when it counted. And for you to sit up there with a straight face and try to take it away from him, it's shameful. It's blasphemous. Okay, that's blasphemous. I cannot believe that you would say something like that. But then again, I'm the idiot, because if anybody would be the ultimate contrarian, it would be you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Why am I can't believe I'm surprised.
How I've been built for 12 years on this show. I'm all about who makes the big shot at the biggest moment. Who made the most valuable shot in the 7 games.
What about the 3 that LeBron made? What about the 3 that LeBron made? What about him going to the basket in the 4th quarter, obviously keeping them in it as well? What about that? Did LeBron hit a big-time 3 from the left wing? Didn't he do that?
I'll give him 1. He made 1 in the game.
No, I said it was a 3.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was 1 for 5. It doesn't matter who it was against.
I'll give you that.
You're 23 feet away from the basket. He hit a 3.
But the game is still teetering. It's tied at 89.
What about the block on Iguodala?
Do I get to talk?
Defense don't
Do I
matter
get to answer
either?
any of your questions?
Go ahead.
Just 1? What happened with 4:29 left down to 53 seconds? This is it. This is for the NBA championship. Each team shoots 6 times and misses all 6 shots.
That's happened to everybody.
LeBron James shot 4 times and missed all 4 shots. And
that happened to Kobe against Boston. What'd you say then?
Kyrie Irving said, "Get out of my way, give me the ball, and watch what's about to happen." And he didn't just dance on somebody. That was way before that.
LeBron hit a 3 before that.
Way before that. Okay, that was like mid-quarter. This is down the stretch with the championship on the line. That was the shot heard round the world. If LeBron had made that shot with 53 seconds left, we'd never hear the end of it. I haven't heard much. I give you credit because at least you gave him credit in your opening soliloquy on the show.
He deserves credit.
Not many people have given. Like, that was such a huge Game 7 late shot. It won the championship, and I don't hear anybody talking about it. Even after the game, it was all LeBron. And it should be a whole lot of LeBron, but I think people are overlooking how valuable the contributions were of the best shooter and scorer on the team, who is Kyrie Irving. And you always say he has become the closer. I value closers more than stat sheet stuffers. I'm sorry.
I value closers more than stat stuffers too. If the stat stuffers don't do anything when it counts, LeBron makes plays on both ends of the floor. He led the team in 5 different damn categories.
Yeah,
I can't ignore that. I'm not saying that Kyrie Irving wasn't sensational. I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve. I'll go as far as to say this: LeBron doesn't win the championship without Kyrie. Doesn't do it. Doesn't do it at all. But that doesn't mean he was the MVP.
Okay. Well, obviously, Kyrie doesn't win the championship without LeBron. But when you're talking about value to team, who set the tone in Game 6.
Value to team. Hold it. Value to team is different.
When did you score your points?
Tone setters vary from game to game. In the end, value to team matters most. And value to team, let me tell you something right now. We all know who owns that category. When LeBron goes to your team, you're an instant title contender. When he ain't there, you're a has-been or an average team at best. That's a fact.
Okay. And by the way, I got to say about how much credit you gave LeBron, and you did make mention. Listen, Iguodala was not right last night. He was stiff. He just wasn't. And so he's got the breakaway, and he's thinking, should I? And I always tell you, nobody plays harder longer than LeBron James. He's in phenomenal physical condition, and it showed again. He played the most minutes in the game last night, and he looked as fresh in the end as he was in the beginning. I credit that. And that chase down block, that was just sheer effort. But Iguodala, what's he doing? He just kind of shies away from the basket and says, I think I'll try a little right-handed scoop shot over my head. It was the easiest block LeBron's ever had because Iguodala didn't think he could go up strong with his back.
You're looking at the shot Iguodala took. I'm looking at a LeBron James who came out of nowhere, who had his hand damn near at the top of the backboard and his face had to move out of the way of the rim because that's how high he went up to get it. At that pivotal moment in the game, somebody that shows up on the defensive end of the floor as well as the offensive end of the floor. Kyrie Irving is going to give you the business offensively. LeBron James gave you the business, period. Points, rebounds, assists, steals, and block shots, leading in all 5.